All right, guys, thank you for all the men and women who have fought, and thank you, police officers, for giving us tickets, keeping us safe, the whole 9 yards. I say it every time. I appreciate everything that you guys have done. So we are here at Lacross, Wisconsin, and we are fishing the Mississippi River, but we're way on the upside. We're fishing pool 7, 8, 9 is all we're allowed to go to today. And as you can see, we're in a major fog delay right now, just big time fog delay, and which is a good thing. I miss, they've taken our day off, and I miss our day off, and which gives me time to rig all my tackle, do what I need to do to get ready. I got off the water late. It's like, if I can fish, I want to be out on the water, and I was on the water late last night, didn't get a chance to do any rigging my tackle. You guys watched my practice video, and you guys have seen me struggle. Everybody is saying that it's tough, of course. Hope you learned something from the practice video, what you look for when you come to Lacrosse. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check it. But we're gonna get our stuff rigged and ready. Hopefully we can get on a few of those spots. You guys saw what I was looking for. Found a few fish, but whether or not anybody found them, you never know. So we're going to continue rigging, and hopefully we're going to go out and catch some big old bass. That's going to be our limit, and they are getting it back there. All right, guys, there's a barge right there. It looks like they're letting us through. We got a barge on the other side over here that is, maybe he talked to the barge guy, but I'm probably gonna be the last one in this barge series here. Hopefully we're gonna get through. It's like going through the gauntlet. Like, we're getting ready to go through the gauntlet here. There's the man, Cody Meyer. Cody Myers in the house.
We gotta get 5. Take
oh man, we do. We gotta get us.
We gotta get us 5 quick.
We have got to get us 5. Looks like 40 something boats are in the lock, so we're headed down to pool 9. Be keeper number 1 for sure. May have moved on me a little bit. May have moved. That is definitely keeper number 1. Yeah, he's like 15. Oh yeah. Am I going to do a YouTube vid? Oh, that's a good one. Am I going to do a YouTube vid if I don't even keep my own stuff going? Ooh, that's a good. Yes, thank you, Lord. Woo, that's a fat one. That's good. Look at them schooling back there. That's gonna be our limit, and they are getting it back there. I think it's gonna be our limit right here. I gotta measure him. pretty sure he is. He's a 15-incher. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the limit. 5. There's a good one. There's a good one. It feels good. You get nervous every time you're on the Mississippi River because you don't have a clue what you're going to catch. And that's a smallmouth, and a good one too. That's a good one too. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a definite keeper. That's what I'm saying. Part of me wants to leave, you know, save some of these for tomorrow and I'll go fish for some largemouth. And then the other part of me is like, no, stay here and see what you can catch. Darn it. There we go. Yeah. I think he's gonna be 14, but oh, giant. I'm about to Jim Bitter it. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yes. Thank you, Lord. That's what you can say. We moving on up, Bubba. We are moving on up. Again, made a switch from smallmouth to largemouth. Typically, largemouth weigh more. And as soon as we did, 2 culls, 2 bites, 2 culls. That's awesome. There we go. Ooh, that one might cull. The old wacky worm. Pulled out the old wacky worm. And it's a darn smallmouth. What the heck is a smallmouth doing in here? That's a small lippy. There he is. Actually feels pretty decent. That's a decent fish. Man, he's fat. He's almost as fat as I am. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Oh yeah. Good one, guys. My cameraman just left. Oh gosh. Yeah. I think that one's definitely gonna cull. See, that's what happens when I get my cameraman out of the boat. I catch a cull. See that? Don't get in the boat with me again. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I just got through culling him and I don't know what happened to his eye. His eye. I wonder if I could. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. I don't know. I don't know if people are doing good. I don't know if I'm doing bad. I hate not having the score tracker. I feel confident I'm getting a lot of bites. I'm you guys see what I'm doing. I just picked up a drop shot and started pitching the drop shot around and caught one. Caught some smallmouth on a wacky worm. Oh me. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. But I don't know, guys. I don't know if I should leave and go to other areas, start practicing, because I don't want to burn up some of these fish that I'm catching, you know. I don't want to burn them up. I don't know what I should do. Don't know what I should do. All right, I just called the Lockmaster and I am in a mad rush right now. I got to get back. There's a barge heading this way. I got a 5:30 weigh-in. I would love to stay in this side of the pool, but I can't. I'm gonna lock back up to 8. I don't want to get stuck with what I have now. So part of decision making is just, you know, playing the locks, being safe. So right now we're taking off. I'm gonna be safe. I feel like I got a good limit for as tough as it's been, and we're gonna make sure we get these fish to weigh in.
Oh yeah, you're in the hunt, buddy. 5 and 5.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it.
He's with us full time now. He's moved over to that BBT. David Dudley from Lynchburg, Virginia. Had you online this morning, and I was worried it looked like a little struggle early on, buddy. But you turned this thing around, got that limit in the bag. Those fish are good and healthy, no doubt about it. Dudley on day 1. Of course they move, but it is 11 pounds. Work with me. Let's get you wading back in the water, guys. At 11 pounds, 1 ounce here on day 1, Dudley. I don't know how you think about that, but you're welcome to tell me about it. Microphone right in front of you.
Yeah, I don't know why it's fishing tough. This this river has a lot of fish in it, but anytime you're in the month of August, I don't care where you're at in the country, it's going to be tough. So just to be able to catch a limit, I'm tickled to death. I want to tell you real quick about proficiency rods, guys. For 2 years I've been developing a rod, and I have built a rod that is around the $75 range. It's not a $300 rod, $200 rod. I won Angler of the Year last year on it, and I am super proud. They're going to be in Walmarts this year starting in September. So I am, if you got a Walmart near you, check it out.
You got it, man. I'll just be waiting on mine, buddy.
Oh, I got your stuff.
There you go, brother. David Dudley, thank you so much, man. This guy.
3:30. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, here we go. Day 2. All right, day 2. After looking at the standings, I'm in 71st place. Now, after looking at the standings, very obvious that I've got to make a charge. But like making a charge, 3 ounces is 11 places. So a one pound span is like almost 30 places. So even though I'm in 71st place, I could still make a big jump. All I got to do is get one of those quality bass. Now, that's a lot easier said than done. The spreadsheet is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to go back in those areas that I was at yesterday and maybe concentrate a little bit more on the largemouth. I'm going to go after the smallmouth first. None of those I feel like are going to be players, but to get a limit in the boat and try to come back with a decent limit today and make that charge is what we're after. So I apologize for yesterday for missing a few of the fish catches. I'm having trouble with my GoPros. Things are glitching. I don't know what's going on. Either way, guys, we're about to start this game right now. There he is. There he is.
think, yep, that's gonna be keeper number one for sure. Ouch. Dang. Barely hooked.
Get a quick hit.
Yep. Definitely keeper number one, 15-incher. Thank you. All right, boys. That's keeper number one.
Don't recharge your internal battery.
There he is. There he is. That one feels big. This one feels big. All right, guys, I think what's happened is this morning I was fishing there on the flat, and I think these bass were up on the flat. And the later it gets in the day, oh gosh, the later it gets in the day, the later it gets in the day, I think they're coming off this flat and coming down here to where we can catch them. So, and smallmouth always like it when it's sunny. And I think he's going to be a keeper. If he is, he's just a keeper, maybe. But we got 3 keepers. My GoPro is messed up on us. I don't think he's going to keep. If he is, he ain't going to be the kind that I'm going to need to make a charge. Nope, 13.5 inches. But I think they're moving off of this flat, coming out on this drop now later in the day. And we didn't get here till 11 yesterday. So I really do feel that they are coming out off that flat and hitting this drop. Look at them schooling over there. All right, guys, it's kind of like it was yesterday. I didn't tighten my drag back up after fighting that fish. Oh gosh, that's a definite keeper. That's a definite keeper. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right, here we go. It's so important to have a rod that does everything you need it to do. This is my all-time all-purpose rod right here, guys. I do everything from wacky rigging to drop shotting to Ned rigging. Proficiency rods. If you don't have none, you need to get you some. All right, so here we go. Good thing about it is I just saw some schooling right before I caught him. Right after I set the hook on him, so there's probably 4 of them coming in. I know that's going to be a keeper. That's definitely going to be a keeper. Yep. It's crazy. Tiny thing. I mean, he's well over 14. He's not a giant, but he's a fish that we could use. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4, guys. 4 smallmouth. And I think there's more to be had. Let's get this thing going. There it is. A darn smallmouth. That was a horrible net job. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get really upset here in a second. Woo! Got him. And he might make it. Wow, he was just barely, he's a long one. I think he will. He's real long.
No.
Oh yeah. Number 5. Oh. Number 5. Y'all don't know it, but I got Wild Bill taking pictures of me right here. All right, guys, day 1 and 2 is over. I ended up getting a check, but I want to talk to you guys about my thoughts about the tournament, where I was at, what I was doing. Now, these FLW Super tournaments is a decent payout, okay? And they actually paid down to 100 anglers got a $10,000 check. So I came away with a good check. Now, was I happy with the performance that I had out on day 1, day 2? No, I wasn't, okay? It's pretty obvious. All of us like to succeed, but I want to talk to you a little bit about my thoughts about day 1. Day 1, in practice, you guys saw my practice video, and I really did think it was tough, and it was tough for the Mississippi River. Typically, you're getting, what I understand, 40 to 50 bites. We didn't do that in practice. It was pretty much, it was a tough practice. So when I got in that area, and the thing is, you just don't know what's happening, is I got in that area and you saw the smallmouth and I was catching them. There was a little sandbar. They were schooling right there and they were all smallmouth and none of them big, but I thought I did okay for day 1. So I came in with 11 pounds and you saw me adjust and go to largemouth. So once I caught all those smallmouth, now when you're in a tournament situation, since fishing the Bass Pro Tour, it's like, I love listening to that score tracker, right? If I would have been listening to that score tracker, I could have adjusted and maybe went to largemouth a little bit earlier. But in my mind, I thought, 11 pounds is pretty good. Well, I came in the first day and 11 pounds had me in 71st place. Now comes the fight in the head, okay? So now you're fighting. You're like, hey, I got $5,000 on entry fees. I got $2,000 in expenses. Really, we're only fishing for a $3,000 check. A $10,000 check sounds great, don't it? But technically, we're only fishing for $3,000 that goes in your pocket. So the second day, I looked at the weights, and even though they were close, you know, I'm in 71st, I could have had 1 more pound, been up in the top 50, which advanced. I felt confident that I could go there in day 2. So when you're making decisions on the water, a lot of times in the back of your mind, you're thinking, you're like, hey, I need to do this, but yet I don't want to lose $7,000. $7,000 is a lot of money, a lot of money. I put roofs on to get my money started, and earning $7,000 on a roof year after year after year. I mean, it takes a lot of time and effort to get $7,000. And looking at my day 2 performance, I wanted to secure, maybe I fished conservatively. I wanted to secure a check. Hindsight's 2020, I'm mad. I think we've all been in that situation before where we got conservative. We didn't do what we truly in our heart was going to do and our gut was going to do. I fell victim to just getting a check. I fell victim to not doing and following my gut instinct. It's a dangerous place to be in, guys. Dangerous place to be in. Happy that I got a check, but furiously mad that I didn't perform the way I wanted to perform. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this 85th place performance video. I hope you guys learned something. Guys, go back and check the practice video. If If you haven't seen the practice video, go back and check the practice video for the Mississippi River, where I teach you guys. I teach you what I was looking for, some of the things that you want to see, some of the things look for when you're out on the water. Go back and check that video out. And guys, in that video, there was a robbery. Yeah, there was a robbery. You can also see that video. And guys, I just finished building my test pool. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, guys, I'm gonna be showing you underwater footage that will wreck your mind. Wreck your mind. It's gonna be dispelling a lot of things you think happens underwater does not happen. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for all your support. We are gonna have some major videos coming at you this fall, just stuff that's gonna blow your mind. It blows my mind every time I see underwater footage and stuff. Thank you guys for your support, and